like a good video game, right? I like watching them be played on YouTube and through Twitch. I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft, and it was awesome to just come home from a hard day's work, sit down, and disappear into this fantastic world. And it's no different than for the shy teenage boy in this series. The Hidden Level Trifecta by A.J. Baki. There is the Hidden Level, To Rule Earth, and Crashing the Game. There is also one more, but it's not in print. It's on Kindle, and I can't remember the name of it. Sorry, A.J. Baki. So, this series is absolutely hilarious. There is also some moments of you just want to grab some of the characters and like hurt them, to put it nicely. So this boy in it, Brandon, I didn't forget. I just need to make sure I was gonna pronounce it right. So Brandon has an abusive father, and he plays video games to get away from that terrible, awful, abusive father who you just want to pop his little head. Anyway, and in the process of, he gets a new video game and he finds that it is a portal into another world. He can send his avatar into that world and interact with the people there. A whole bunch of stuff happens, and one of those people actually end up getting sucked through the portal and into his world. And that is where the hilarity begins, and where his father starts getting a royal butt kicking that is so satisfying. If ever there were a character that you just wanted to pop their little head and you wanted to see justice and feel satisfied with it, this is that book. If you want to just have all of the inside rage that you didn't know you had completely satisfied, I recommend this book. It continues on. This one wraps up very nicely, and then you move on to a young woman stuck in a rut. And once again, another character from the video game world ends up not fully getting sucked into our world. He's in between the two worlds, and he latches onto her and is trying to use her to get him sucked in, and so she's always talking to herself and doing weird things and stuff. So it makes it absolutely hilarious. You go through this not really knowing who's a bad guy, if he's a bad guy. You know, he's just misunderstood, maybe, or maybe he is a bad guy, and just wanting to slap the girl. See if I can remember her name. Piper. Piper. So, you want to go through and just like hit Piper across the head a bunch of times. Especially me, who has been a very loud, independent woman for a long time, who just doesn't have a lot of crippling anxiety like poor Piper does. I just wanted to shake her and go, "Darling, why are you doing this to yourself?" So, also excellent. And you completely empathized with Piper between wanting to shake her and then completely understood the pickle that she found herself in. And then both of those books set up Crashing the Game, which was just fantastic. So it brings in Brandon and his crew, and then it brings in Piper and the mess she's gotten herself into, and it ends up getting them both collided, and there were some tears shed through this book. There was some sadness, and then more satisfaction. The most satisfying was the first one, though. The most satisfying. If you have internal rage that you aren't allowed by society to unleash properly, this is the book to go with. So, anyway, we read these to our boys. They loved them. Absolutely loved them. I think our oldest read the series himself first and then reread them with us. And I would love to see these adapted into a movie, if properly done, Hollywood. So these were awesome. They were perfectly clean, good for a family read. So I'm trying to think how else I can extol the goodness of these books. I loved them. So if you and your family like game literature, like funny stuff and satisfaction, I don't have a rage problem. I don't know what you're talking about. So if you guys want some good, clean, fun books, these are awesome. Go get them. I'll put links to them below, and you can find them on Amazon. And yeah, they're easy to read. They're, for the most part, a quick read, but still got a deep plot, fantastic characters, and were super hard to put down. So, there you go.